Hello, good morning, beautiful people from all around the world. Welcome to another beautiful day, another beautiful tutorial with Feminine the Filmmaker. Welcome to my channel. Well, this is one of my first videos actually, and if you have dreams of becoming a video editor, you are on the right channel. You are on the right channel. A beginner step-by-step guide to learn different video editing tools from your phone videography to your camera videography to professional videography. All you need to know, you are on the right channel. Without further ado, wasting much of your time, let's jump into the editing room. But before we do that, I want to recap on what I taught you guys last week. Last week on Premiere Pro, I taught you about how to import videos, create transitions, bring in audio files and export, just the basics actually. But today we are taking a notch further into the world of Premiere Pro and video editing basically. And I'll also be dropping tutorials on mobile phone video editing like InShot, CapCut and likes. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Because if I can be a filmmaker, you can be a filmmaker.
New project, new tutorial, 3. So click OK. So today I'll be teaching you guys about the panels, the interfaces, so that you can have total control of the Premiere Pro video editing software. So this is how it goes. As you can see, this is the interface. When you open your Premiere Pro, this is what you see at first. So this part of these are the panels. This learning panel, assembly panel, editing panel, color panel, effects panel, audio panel, graphics panel, libraries panel, all panels, then metalogin. They all have their each interfaces. That by understanding their interfaces makes you be able to understand the software better. So, and each problem you want to solve, maybe on the video, you want to edit something, you know where to go on the panel. You know if you need to fix something on the audio, you go to the audio panel. If you need to fix something on the color, you go to the color panel. So I will explain that to you step by step on this tutorial, and basically I'll take it gradually so I can try with me. So let's get into it. First of all, the learning panel. This Adobe Premiere Pro created this for beginners if you want to learn how to edit. So the learning panel, once you click it, it takes you through the basic steps and you can start from there. Then the next panel is the assembly panel. Assembly panel, basically what it does is it assembles all the things you've uploaded on your Premiere Pro and everything. It shows all the panels, all other panels as well. Then editing panel, that's where we import all our folders, video folders. That's where we edit and cut and paste and all of that. Then the color panel is where we do the color correction, color grading, numeric, a lot of packages there. Then effects where you have all your effects, from essential graphics to video transitions, audio transitions, and all of that. Then the audio is where you control your audio, your audio, advanced audio control, like audio effects, different kind of audio enhancements. Then graphics is where you control your graphics, text, your motion graphics, and all of that, motion animation and graphics animation, and all of that. Then libraries is where all your everything you are working with is assembled. Then all panels, it shows all the panels you are working on. If you are on that panel, it shows all the panels that is on the Premiere Pro, from the editing panel to metalogin to assembly to color. It shows everything at the same time. That's what all panel does. So then metalogin panel, it shows the details of your footage, the extra, like maybe like the metadata, like the time code, like the frame rate, all of that. That's what metalogin does. So all these panels, basically the most important panels for you to put in your mind that you'll be using most importantly is the editing panel, the color panel, effects panel, audio panel, and graphics panel. Let me repeat myself. The editing panel, color panel, effects panel, audio panel, and graphics panel. Those are the major panels that you often use. So basically now, let me just through this practical example that I'm going to do now, I'll make sure we go through use those panels so that we can use to explain better. So let's start by importing a video from our media. Okay, go on the media browser, click it, try and let me look for some stock footages that I can use for this tutorial. Okay, let me click this one footage. Let me click here, import. There are different ways you can import actually, but this is another way. You click on file, you click when you set through your folder, and you click on, and you can select more than one folder at the same time. So let me select this and this at the same time, so that will be a bit faster. So let me import another file, another video file that we can work on for this example. So import. Okay, so I have 4 footages for the sample. Then briefly, something I would like to bring to your notice is when you are videoing, when it comes to video editing, you have to put storytelling at the back of your mind, because storytelling is part of video editing, because whether you are using videos, you are using text, you are using music, you use it to convey a message, you use it to tell stories. So by doing this example I'm doing, I will try my best to tell a story with this example so that you can understand that video editing is the art of storytelling. So I have these 4 footages. The first one is someone playing chess. Okay. So this is the footage that's loaded on the monitor display. So this is the footage. I just want to mark in from here. To cut a footage, you mark in from where you want to cut in, then you scroll to where you want to cut out, then you mark out. Then I'm dragging in just the video, so I click on this media icon here, drag video, and I drag onto the timeline. If you see through now, I drag through this timeline. So this next from this guy raising the chess, playing his chess, then to this guy also playing. So it makes it seem like they are in the same scene, or connecting 2 scenes together, connecting the 2 footages together. So let me adjust this footage, because it's like it has spaces, of black spaces on the side. So the way to do that is you come over here on this effects control, you click on the effects control. It brings out this dialog where you can adjust this and scale. So I scale this footage up a bit. Yeah, scale it up a bit, and I can move it. So I can move it up so that his hand still shows playing the chess. Yes. So this scene connects to this scene. Yeah. So then back to the media browser to pick the next footage. on the footage. Once you double click on the footage automatically selects itself and it shows on the source screen. So from the source screen, you mark in and mark out where you want. So we do this thing into this other footage. And we drag to the timeline. These 4 footages are aligned on a timeline, trying to tell a story. So let's play through it. From the first scene of the guy picking up the chess game, playing, and this guy connecting the 2 scenes together, then this other angle, the back angle of the guy, and showing him celebrating. So now, without further ado, another thing I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to tell a story with everything I can comprehend together. So I'm going to type in some text to just make this whole video tell a story. So by doing that, let's go get graphics. So go to the graphics panel, click on the graphics panel. So this is the interface. You can see different motion graphics templates that you can use to animate your text. So let me just use a basic one. Let me drag this one onto. Once you click, hold and drag onto your timeline. So once that loads up, it appears on your timeline. So the default, that's your title here. So that's the default text written on it. So you click on the bar, then you see that you come back to this bar here. You see that under essential panel, you see that the text, you can edit it from here. So you double click on it, then it automatically highlights the text. So you can write what you want. So let's type in life is a game. Okay, or let me say in the game of life. So let me highlight, Control A to highlight. I want to change the font of the text. So you come back to this essential graphics, you scroll down, then here right here you can click on the fill and change the color in the color palettes. So let me change the red and come here and click OK. So once you click OK, you see that has changed, but that is still not bold enough. So let me click on try and make it bold, or let me just change the font. So you come over here, let me change the font to bold, to something much. Okay, that's better. So let me increase the size. So in the game of life, let's play through. In the game of life, play to win. So I come back to the essential panel, to this essential graphics panel, and drag in another motion graphics template onto the timeline to just animate the text, to write text on. So once it okay, let's type in. So you double click on the bar, then the essential graphics comes out here, then you double click on that text and you highlight, you automatically highlight. Then you, in the game of life, one, play smart to win, play smart to win, play smart to win. So we also Control A to highlight that text, then change the fonts so that we have different fonts here we can use. So change the fonts and also change the color of the text. So maybe black. I think black will be better here. So let's increase the size. So scroll through the panel here and increase the size over here. So let's play through the video we just created. So in the game of life, play smart to win. Play smart to win. So let me try and move that up a bit so that it can be seen better. So lower. Yes, play smart to win. So it's much more clear. It's clearer. And back here, and also move this a bit more. So let me change. I think it's fine, right? Just for just to practice. So yes, so like this now, you can see that what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to convey a message with the text, with the video, with the footages, all together. So it's actually comparing the message here. It's passing the message here. So the message is in the game of life, try and play to win. So back to the point I was trying to make. As a video editor, always put at the back of your mind that video editing is about storytelling. So always try and pass message with anything you can, everything you can while editing. Get creative. So let's add in some sounds. So let's go back to the editing panel. So we've worked on the graphics panel. So I work on the color panel, effects panel, and the audio panel. So we load in the sound, it's the same way we load in the video file. So we click on file, import. So we import the audio file the same way we import the video file. Just click on file, import. Takes you to your system, to your desktop, or wherever you have your media file folder, and select anything you want from there and drag it into it and save it, import it into Premiere Pro, and voila, you start working on it. So let me see. In this case, I just want to get a basic sound I can just use in this video, just for the tutorial. Nothing really, no big deal really. So the audio is important. So the same way you mark in, mark out. So same way you mark in, mark out, then you just click on it, hold down and drag to the timeline. So here, if you wanted to extend to the end of the footage, just go to the holder and you see that red arrow, then you click and drag. So we can play through. It's kind of loud, so this is where the audio panel works. So let's go to the audio panel. Click on the audio panel because the audio is kind of very loud, so we can manipulate, we can control the audio panel. So let's go do that straight away. So right here, this is the essential sound, the audio where you can be manipulated, can be controlled. So let's just click on dialogue basically. So you can see here dialog box, you can see loudness, repair, dynamics. But what I really want to work on is just the level of the sound level. So let me just reduce it over here and play this. Yeah, sound has gone down. Yeah. Okay, so do that again. Okay, so that's that. So now we've used audio panel, we've used graphics panel, we've used editing panel. We've been on the editing panel because that's where we do our work most of the time. So let's go back to the editing panel. Now I want us to use the effects panel. So basically, something basic I just want to use on the effects panel would be maybe transition. Maybe when this footage is transitioning in this. So let's just use some effects here. So you click on the effects panel to load up the effects interface. Then when you load up the interface, that's where the effects tools are, all the kind of effects you can get, from transition effect to immerse video to different kind of effects, loads of effects that Premiere Pro has, you know. So now the effects dialog box has opened. So this is where we have it here. So as you can see presets, numeric presets, audio effects, audio transitions, video effects, video transitions. But here is video transition. So you click on that arrow. So let me just use a basic one, dissolve. Let me just close dissolve. So on dissolve, you click on dissolve and cross dissolve is on that. So you just click on and hold on the transition you want and drag it onto the timeline and place in between the footages that you want to transition, right in between them. So that is that. Can you see it's crossfade? Can you see crossfade onto the other scene? Yes. So basically, that is what we've achieved. We achieved working on the editing panel. We've achieved working on the effects panel, audio panel, graphics panel. Now, lastly, the color panel. The color panel, to be sincere, is very broad because that's where you do your color grading, exposure, your color correction, numeric color. So it's a lot of bunch. So it's actually a step-by-step process because you can't learn everything at the same time. So you won't get overwhelmed. Good by just doing it step at a time. So I'll just be brief on about the color panel. So let's jump into the color panel. See basic correction, creative curves, RGB curves, hue saturation, color wheels, whole bunch of settings here that takes a while to understand and get to, practice makes perfection. So I'll just go with basic. Let me just go to the basic correction panel. So click on basic correction panel. You can see input lots, white balance, exposure, contrast, highlight, shadows. That's what you can control that on your phone, each footage. So let me click on this footage, this particular footage. I would like to let's reduce the exposure. So come back to this panel, you drag this slider down. You see the exposure has reduced. If you can see, you see the exposure here has reduced. So um so basically anything you want, let me reduce the exposure of this as well, or let me use the whites. It's kind of too sharp. Okay, can you see? Can you see? So can you see the difference? A whole bunch, a lot of sliders we work for, from creatives to color wheels to curves. There is a whole lot of bunch of um sliders and what they work for. So it is very broad, and it takes a while to get familiar with it. So we are getting closer and closer to getting better and better in video editing on Premiere Pro. Just keep growing with me. You're on the best channel, Femi the filmmaker, and I'm taking you through step by step guide, and you're on the best channel. Trust me. So this is what we learned today. We've been able to learn the panels, the interfaces, and the tools in each interface and what they work for, basically. So as we get better, as we grow, we are growing together. So without ado, I'm going to ask you to please subscribe to my channel, click the notification button for more exciting videos, and stay blessed till the next time we meet. Catch you.